This is Tabitha Health and Wellness. This is a forum that is dedicated to empowering women to achieve wholeness, spirit, soul, and body through faith centered education, natural health solutions, and practical lifestyle guidance that promotes lasting wellness. Our mission is to restore, nurture, and strengthen women through God inspired wellness principles, holistic nutrition, natural remedies, and lifestyle practices that support healthy, vibrant living. So, today, I want to welcome you to this platform. As a form of disclaimer, in view of our vision, we do not diagnose or treat diseases online. Therefore, if you have any health concerns, please see your healthcare provider or reach out to me for holistic and nutritional support. Today, I will be doing a replay or a follow up of what we did some weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. We started the year with the topic forgiveness. The Lord led me to actually put this together to share with us to start the year that way so that we can build on a right foundation. Now, because of the feedback that I got a lot of feedbacks and a lot of women reach out to me. It means that a lot of people battling with this particular issue, and it is tied to healing and restoration of health for a lot of women. So I have decided that today, 24th of January, again, 2026, and to take the topic of forgiveness again. I will do it fully due to several private messages that I should send them the copy messages to them. But unfortunately, it wasn't a regular uh, voice chats messages that we did. It was just a WhatsApp message that we did. So I have decided to do a comprehensive talk on the matter of forgiveness. So this evening, I have titled what I will be sharing tonight, Forgiveness, the Missing Link in Total Healing. Forgiveness, the missing link in total healing. Many people are taking herbs, supplements, detox tea, and even praying very intensely. Yet their body is still not healing. Why? Why? It may be because healing is not just only a physical um, procedure alone. Healing is not, it is about an emotional and is also spiritual. One of the biggest blockers of good health, one of the biggest blockers of healing is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness. So, what is forgiveness? What is forgiveness? Forgiveness can simply put that letting go of bitterness and resentment. Letting go of bitterness and resentment. It can also mean releasing the emotional debt you placed on someone, the emotional debt that you placed on another person. It could also mean choosing peace over pain, that pain that you are carrying all over you, that pain in your mind that you are carrying, that you're deciding to say, I choose peace rather than this pain. It could also be freeing yourself and not excusing the offense. Yes, the offense is a reality. The offense is there. But forgiveness is saying that I free myself. I free myself from this. As we go on, you will see how forgiveness is so much of you freeing yourself. We equally need to establish this about forgiveness. What forgiveness doesn't mean, because we also need to balance this aspect. Because a lot of women that reach out to me in the course of our conversation, it may look like forgiveness is some certain things that is not that they don't understand. So let's look at them. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did to you or what the individual did to you was okay or was good or was pleasant. In fact, one woman shared a story with me. It's such a pathetic story. And I said to her something. I said, you see, what you just shared with me is such a very, very bad thing. Terrible. Honestly, for another human being to do this to you, to another, it's sad. Though I'm hearing her own side of the story. So I'm actually talking based on what she shared with me. I felt so pained myself that this is bad. But I said to her, in all of this, you just need to still let go. It's a difficult one, and it actually can be a very difficult one. I'm talking about the situation can really be a very tough one, what she shared with me. But in all, what God wants us to do so that you will be free, you must let go. So it doesn't mean what they did was wrong. It doesn't mean, I'm sorry, it doesn't mean what they did was okay. It doesn't mean that what they did to you was pleasant, but it just means that you choose peace over the pain. Equally doesn't mean that you must you must let them into your life again. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you must trust them again. It doesn't mean that. That is not immediately, at least immediately. It doesn't mean that, oh, I want to bring these people. Because the woman said to me that she has a weakness, that if she forgives them, that she has a way of bringing them back into her life, that she cannot be very, very vulnerable. She can let go, and then things did open up to people. So it is not that you trust them again. That's not what we're talking about here. We have to be realistic. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you trust them again immediately. Okay? Forgiveness doesn't mean that. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you must stay. You must stay in the abusive situation or be at the mercy of those people. It doesn't mean that. That's not what forgiveness means. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you must be at their mercy. Or it doesn't say that, or that you forget what happened, that you just forget what happened. Rather, you remember the matter, or you remember you don't feel the pain or the resentment again. That you don't feel the pain or the resentment again, right? When you think about it, you don't feel the pain on the resentment again. That's what it means. You say to yourself, I refuse to let this pain control my health. I refuse to let this pain control my future. That is what you're saying about forgiveness. Now, the reality about forgiveness is that forgiveness is a possibility. It is possible. It is possible to forgive no matter the odds, no matter the pain, no matter the betrayal. It is possible. Let us not see it as it is not possible. Some will say, I can never forgive the person. No, that's not godly. Oh, for things that somebody has done to me, I can never forgive the person. This particular betrayal is so huge. And some will say, let me share the story with you. It's like you don't understand what I've been through. Another woman shared another story with me. She said she asked me to share on the platform, okay, in the community. But time will not permit me to begin to share that thing. Maybe a time, another time. I will, our husband, our home beloved husband, that she trusted so well, had, had an extramarital affairs and had about 3 children for another woman. She has two, okay? She felt the second child, which is a boy, is a little bit autistic. And so I guess maybe the man just felt that, this is my only son. That he rather look for another alternative to get uh, uh, a heir of the family, okay? And so he went ahead to do that. In fact, he was even the one telling the wife that he has offended her, but he never opened up to the woman. until the woman found out herself. You can imagine. So we're having a session. I was having a session with a woman last week and sharing stories with her, sharing my personal story with her as well. You see, it's a whole lot. There's so many issues. There's so many. I'm just trying to share this particular woman's issue so that you know she gave me the permission to share. Just I haven't shared on the community. Now, there's lots of issues like that. Lot of issues going on. A lot of other betrayal issues, right? Going on. But the thing is, forgiveness is possible. That's what I just want us to know. It is possible. This unforgiveness distorts your hormones. It creates imbalance. The imbalance which can affect your sleep. You are not sleeping well. That's why I keep telling people, if you're not sleeping, what are the emotions that I'm not thinking about anything? That's not true. That may not be correct. That may not be correct. Because your body picks, your body system, your makeup picks things very fast. It picks the chemical communication very fast from your body system. It picks the signals and sending. They are so sharp, the electrical signals, There are also electrical signals in your body system. They pick it so fast and they're communicating. In a twinkling of an eye, there's so much communication. How do you imagine you just took something now, a poisonous thing? Somebody who takes sniper and wants to die very fast, you just go and take sniper. The thing will just go and send signals before you say Jack Robinson, 5 minutes, there's no intervention, there's no rescue. Before you know, the person is gone. Do you understand? So it is very fast. Your emotions, once your emotions are affected, it will begin to cause problems, sleep issues. You can't sleep well. You can't concentrate well. You can't focus well. All these ones. Reproductive issues are affected. Your hormones, your reproductive hormones are affected. Things are not working very well. People who want to get pregnant, that's one of the issues. Infertility issues as well. Emotions are tied to it because the emotions are on their island. There's pressure, there's anxiety, there's this and all of that. So it also affects the programming of the reproductive system. And it will be sending wrong signals to the body system. And when you get wrong signals, you also be producing negativity. Blood sugar regulation, because it's a metabolic defect. It can also affect your physical well-being, your outlook, because sometimes you begin to eat more unnecessarily to lower or to just reduce the feeling of that emotion, and you begin to gain weight because you start overeating. You begin to experience fatigue. You begin to develop uh, anxiety and depression. All the things that I've mentioned, all the things. Why do you want to carry all these baggages just because of one person or group of person who do not care about how you feel? Why do we want to subject ourselves to all of these things? There are more, but to all the things that I've shared. Why do we want to subject our bodies to them? Just because of one person doesn't even see you, or you not even see, doesn't even know how you're faring, right? That's why they preach to women who haven't experienced a betrayal. They said to them, you just have to move on and take care of your children so that you'll be alive and you'll be in good health to take care of these children, right? So we just need to talk to ourselves. We just need to talk to ourselves. What are some of the signs you'll be experiencing of that you are carrying unforgiveness? What are some of the signs that you are carrying unforgiveness? The first one is that you keep replaying the offense in your head. You keep replaying that offense in your head. You keep bringing it up. We need to take it to the next level now. We need to make a daily confession because forgive what happens every day too. So, and forgiveness is not once. So you have to keep saying this to yourself. Anytime the memory of that issue comes to you, you say this: I release this again. Because the devil wants to keep caging you into that issue. And you have to come and say, I release this again, right? I release this again. I release this again. So you may also want to look at a particular situation or a particular person, and look at it and say, and take a deep breath. How you keep saying to yourself, I chose to release this pain that I have against this person. Mention the name. I chose peace over bitterness. I am not bitter against you again. I'm not bitter against you again. I chose healing over hurt. I choose healing over hurt. Take a deep breath and deep breath and deep breath and breathe out slowly. And then make the concession again and keep saying it to yourself. What you continue to say to yourself in your subconscious is seeping in. It's getting into your subconscious, and it's getting you to tell you that you need to constantly and say this, repeat this for yourself on a regular basis. You need to repeat this to yourself on a regular basis. Continue to make that confession. Get the person, name, the people, the place, the person. Get them, hold them, and hold your breath and say to yourself, I release it. I choose peace. Cry. If you want to cry as you're saying it, I choose peace. Mention the person's name. Mention the group. Mention the couple. Mention the family. Mention those people and say, I choose peace over this. I choose to love you. I choose to accept you as God, as this and created you. I choose, oh God, to see you as God's, oh God, creation. I choose, oh God, to be kind to you. I choose kindness. I choose peace over this pain. I choose peace over this bitterness. I choose to be free. I set myself free. I am not, oh God, I am setting free not because I'm weak. I release myself from all emotional toxins. I release myself. I chose the healing over this altar because healing is my portion. Healing is what is good for me. So over this altar, I choose healing. How does forgiveness affect you? How does unforgiveness affect you? How does it affect you? When you hold unforgiveness, your body experiences the following. It causes chronic stress. That is true. It causes chronic stress. It raises your cortisol level because there's a lot of stress going on in your body system. You may not be able to write it down. You may not be able to journal it. You may not be able to do that, but your body is going through certain things because anything, the thought life is affecting your body. What do you think of? When you are thinking of happy things, you see how excited you'll be. When you have thinking of bad things, you see how fearful, how angry, how resentful that you become. That's the part of us, the emotional part of us, and they affect our health because all these things that we're talking about is right inside of you. That's where the organs that you cannot see, that's where they are. And all of this chemical deposition, they affect all these organs as well. So there's a lot of stress. There's adrenal stress. Those two small things, those little tiny things on the liver, on the kidney, behind you, at the back, at your back, behind you, those things, they go through a lot of stress. Now it weakens your immune system. So just follow me and think whether you deserve to experience all of these things just because of one person, right? It weakens your immune system. It slows down healing process. We have seen a lot of women who have cancer issues that their healing process has been so difficult. In fact, so many women, a large amount of women that I have to talk to, sometimes I just ask them, there's a lot of emotional problems. There are certain tests that we just run, and we've seen the red markers. And they're like, what's going on? Before they open up, oh, this. Most times it's surely husband, partner, spouse's betrayal. The ones that I've heard, I'm telling you, most times it's usually husband. I think women, we need to talk to ourselves. We need to come back. We need to say certain things to ourselves, right? This life is you only live this life once. We will only live this life once, and we just need to encourage ourselves. We are always at the receiving end of this particular issue, right? The man will have moved on with his life, enjoying their lives with another woman, with the woman. How are you are being the one that will be on the receiving. He dumped me. He did this to me. He did that. At the end of the day, cancer will come in. The cancer that, in our body system, I can always say, there are things, processes going on, cancer cells going on and all of that. They are meant to be destroyed, and your liver is going to make sure that they break it down, get it out as toxins and all of that. Rather, because they are toxic emotions, they tie them, they make them difficult for them to be, these things to be, before you know it, the person will quickly come that the cancer blows, cancer cell begin to blow up because they have an environment, a terrain where they can grow, where they can manifest, where they can blow up, instead of them dying as toxin and removing out of your body as toxin, because there's emotional problem, so they get tied up to your organ system, and then they begin a problem. It slows down your healing process. It increases inflammation in your body. And you know, inflammation is the root cause of many diseases. It worsens pain conditions, arthritic issues. It's not healing. It's not this. When you tell some people the same protocol or certain things that you ask some people to do, they are getting result. Another person is not getting result because of certain emotional problems that are tied down into their system. They're not getting result. Now, it worsens the pain condition. It affects your gut health. Your gut health is your brain. It's the second brain. It gives signals to every nerves in your body system. When they are filled with toxins, what kind of signal do you think they will pass to your body system? What kind of signal do you think it will pass? Now you have something that is not functioning well, and they're supposed to pass a signal. What signal are you going to get? You're going to get a negative signal. You're going to get a rest signal. You're going to be getting, all kinds of negativity, because your body is not controlled, is not in the proper shape, and things are happening. Now, it also distorts your hormones. Women, it distorts our hormones. Your mind keeps going back to them. You feel angry when the person's name is mentioned around you, and when the person passes, it happens. You just don't want to kill yourself. When we are keeping malice with somebody and the person passes and the person just look at you and hide you apart, the pain, it will hurt you more. So pepper you more. I know some people can keep malice for Africa. Some people are just good at it for years. Say lie, not me and that person. We will never do it up in times again. The same person is using that same mouth to pray. Another woman shared a story with me. She said she was going to share it on the platform. So she said she and this person that they're having whatever issue, they attend the same church. She said to me one thing that actually got me. She said during the 31st that you are crossing to New Year, that you will be saying, Happy New Year, all things have passed away, I'm moving 2026. That as people were hugging each other and all of that, they just saw themselves pass each other and just everybody moved to different direction. In the house of God, you can see how bad unforgiveness can keep us away. And I told her, and you think prayers will be answered, that prayer will be answered. How can you be, we are in the same church, for crying out loud. The two families are in the same church and they are not in talking terms. This is a family that they started so well. They were best of friends. And I think I need to share this I need to share this. Never you be the source of another person's pain. Never you be the one that is creating problem for another person. This message is for all of us. What is your part? What is your contribution to the life of other people? God wants you to sow the seeds of kindness. You are the one sowing the seed of what unrest. To what end do you want to actually make another person to cry? To what end? What do you want to profit from that? What do you want to profit from that? That you are the one that is causing another person to cry. You are the one cooking stories, unexisting stories. You are the one insinuating. You are the one even checking other people and saying to them, can't you see this person? You are the one bringing issues out where there is none. You are the one causing problems among two people. To what end? Remember, this, even if you live 120 years on earth, 120 years on earth, life is short. God said 1,000 years is like a day before the Lord. How many days, even looking at how, you ask yourself, if you're 50 and 60 now, you ask yourself, when you can remember very clearly when you turn 50, when you turn 40, when you turn 30. Now, suddenly you are 60 years old. Your days on earth are beginning to reduce. Now, if you are God has assigned you to live 50 on 20 years, Now you have lived one half of your days on earth. And some people, even in their old age, they are still the one causing and creating problems in places. You are known for causing pain for other people. To what end are you doing this? To what end? So we need to speak to ourselves, women. You have two friends, two close friends. You just must know what is happening in the life of somebody. Your friend did not tell you, the problem you are having with your friend is that she did not tell you that, oh, she traveled. She did not tell you that he bought this. She did not tell you that this one, and that is where the problem started from. Everybody is entitled to their privacy. Women, please, let's learn this. We are all entitled to our privacy. Stop saying somebody is secretive. Somebody, if you are well trusted, they will share with you. And the person feels there is no time to share with you. It's okay. It is not everything that happens in your life that you must share with other people. It is not everything. Some will just start problems unnecessarily. Some their expertise, they are expert in having to call another person. I said, did you see? When did you turn to God that is showing Job, that is showing Job Satan, that is showing Job to Satan? Have you seen my servant Job? When did you turn to God that you are the one not showing people and said, don't you see the way this person is behaving? How now? Why? You are the one causing problem between two people. There is God. And don't forget, what goes round comes round. Be a peacemaker. Make up your mind to be a peacemaker. You are the one, the anchor person that knows everything. You want to know what is happening in another person's life. You want to know what is happening in Sister Lagbaja's life, in Mommy Lagbaja's life, in your neighbor's life. You want to know everything that is going on in their life. You even plant people. You know, some people are so bad to the point that when they go visiting people, go visit their friends, they will be asking house helps about their friends. Imagine, how is this person treating you? Some house helps, they are master of, they are the one, we know, I didn't know their level. Why will you stoop that low and go to your friend's house and be asking people? Go to your in-laws' house. A lady shared a story with us and said when she lost her husband, it was a drone driver that was telling stories to her brother-in-law, as she's the one that actually instrumented, that she's, that is why that is instrumental to her husband's death. You know, thank God for that brother-in-law. May God bless him. It was the brother-in-law that said, this woman that I've known, I don't think is this bad now. He was the one that called the woman and said, this your driver is a very dangerous person. This was what he said. He said. I just wanted you to know. And he called it. The guy was ashamed of himself. So why did you do that? For no reason. Just unnecessarily want to, cause problems. Some people are created, some people are born, some people grew up that way. But if you are like that as a woman, you need to speak to yourself. You need to correct yourself. You need to begin to learn the right way. Stop the gossip. Stop afflicting pain in other people. Be an agent of change. Be an agent of what? Of agent of kindness. And stop causing problems with other people. I am hoping that this is a word for someone. And don't say this message is for so person. Put a searchlight to your life and let us look at ways that we are doing that is causing pain for another person. Are you the one creating pain for your mother-in-law, for your sisters-in-law, for your brothers-in-law? And then you want joy, you want harmony for yourself, and you are sowing the seed of pain to other people. What manner of life is this? I know life is a battlefield, but you don't be the one that's creating unnecessary battle, evil, pain to another person. I'm hoping that the Lord will minister grace into your life by the grace of God. You want to understand, let's go back. The signs, we talk about the signs that you know that you are feeling unforgiveness. You avoid places because of past hurt. You avoid places because of past hurt. You struggle. You struggle to trust people again. Sometimes you feel heavy emotionally. You have unexpected, body tensions in your body. Those are signs. Those are signs that you are carrying something that is bigger than you. Listen, ma, forgiveness is not weakness, because sometimes it looks like it. Sometimes the woman said to me, are you saying that she should go and meet this person? Are you saying that she will accept the true children that my husband has given birth to? The truth is there's no illegitimate children. There are no illegitimate children. Every seed, either by whatever or whatever that came as a result of it, it did not, the children did not ask for it. The children has come. Please, if you are in that situation, take care of as much as possible of this. We have seen issues. We have seen cases where it is even the children of other people's or other women that end up becoming the ones that take care of you, that take care of the women. Please, if things have happened to you, let's take a searchlight and look for a way now. It may be a difficult one. It may be a stressful one. I am a product of one of such, and I know what God has turned my life to be. So you don't want to hold too much of that, because at the end of the day, vengeance is of the Lord. It's not in your hands. It is of God to fight for you. When you take the battle from God, Lord, and then you will fight, you can't even fight it well. Because by the time you are fighting, you're throwing missiles even to your own, to your camp unknowingly. You're throwing missiles to your own camp. But God is the one who knows everything. He knows how to fight for you. He knows how to defend you. And don't forget, those people that you call your enemies, they are also children of God. They are also children of God. Don't forget that God shows mercy to whom He decides to show mercy to. Let it not be like your case like Jonah. When God asked Jonah to go to Nineveh, to go and preach to salvation to them, what did John do? What did Jonah do? Jonah was telling you, say, well, how can God have mercy on people that are great sinners? And went to Nineveh. It did not go to Nineveh. What happened? Because it became the Achan inside the boat. The fish swallowed. What they did, the fish swallowed him now. Right? Don't be the one, because God showed mercy on whom He showed mercy. He decided to show mercy to Nineveh. It's not Jonah's problem. It's not Jonah's going to begin to wonder. Oh, so God can decide to show those your enemy mercy. And where will you be? You are still holding on to the unforgiveness and bitterness in your heart. So let go, so that God can fight for you in the best way and pay you well, and pay you well, and pay you well. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is emotional detox. It is an internal cleansing. Just as we detox your internal organs, you detox your liver, detox your kidney, detox the blood to remove toxins inside of them, so that you can function appropriately. The same way you must do emotional detox. Emotional detox gives birth to forgiveness, because you are removing emotional toxins from your body system. And we need to do this. Let me tell you, you must put this as we must all put this as part of our daily routine if we want to enjoy life. Do you know why? Every day you come across offenses. Every day there's betrayal. Every day you come across things that are enough to irritate you, make you feel unpleasant, make you feel resentful. There are issues on a daily basis. So is it every day that we want to subject ourselves to pain and disasters and toxins, emotional toxins? Is it every day? So we must develop a coping mechanism as long as we are on this part of eternity. It is when we leave this world that you will see that resentment, pain, betrayal, all of those things we cease. It is when we go to the other side of eternity. So, but while we are here, we must develop a coping mechanism. Somebody hurts you, forgive. Let go. Let it go. House self did something for you. Please, let it go. Develop a way, find a way. I had to develop a certain mechanism. Sometimes keeping quiet too may not be the way out. But ask God for help in certain situations. Let God please help me in this area. I don't just want to wake up in the morning I know you feel gloomy because one house help is doing something that is off, that is unpleasant to you, and then that ruins your day, the entire day. Or somebody will just bring their own baggage your way. We cannot continue to live our lives like that. So we must develop coping mechanism to help us to continue to forgive. As somebody will always say, to forgive in advance. Before the offense comes, you have already forgiven. Say, when you have, forgive me, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Say, oh, I have forgiven you in advance. Let it go. Because of me, I need to be free myself. Because if you keep putting those things in your mind, you are putting yourself under severe tension and problems. You are living and yet you are not living. That's what unforgiveness can do to us. You are living. People are seeing that you are looking, oh, you are living. So you are just probably just existing. Just existing. You are not living your life to the fullness. So we can see you are existing, but inside of you, you know that life is just fading away just because of unforgiveness. I don't think it's worth it. The Lord will help us. How do we start? Where do we start from? It's not a first of betrayal. It's not the betrayal of denial. What? Acknowledge the pain. Please don't pretend it didn't happen. Please don't. Don't pretend this thing did not happen. Don't. Analyze. Just sit down. Say to yourself, yes, this matter really hurts me. It affected me to my marrow. This matter really hurts me. What do you do next? Decide to release yourself. Forgiveness is a decision. It's not a feeling. I feel this way. If you feel that way, we all don't feel to forgive. We all don't feel to forgive. I say it again. It's a decision. And we have to make that decision because we know the end result of that decision. You say to yourself, I choose to let go, even if I don't feel like it. I choose to let go. I don't feel like it, but I choose to let go. Once you choose, it's not against your will. That's what your will want to do. It's not that you feel it. If you're all waiting for us to feel to forgive, we will not do it. But we must choose to forgive. The other thing is that you must actually have to express it. It has happened to me before. You actually have to express it. How do you express it? One of the best ways to express how you feel is in the place of prayer. And I want to encourage everyone, if you don't have connection with God, it's a time for you to make that decision. If you have not accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior, it's a time to do that. Because you cannot go far. You can't even achieve forgiveness without having a connection with God. You must pray and talk to God about how you feel about the situation. Express the situation. You can journal it. You can journal. You can do a journal. Right? You can talk to a trusted counselor, God-fearing counselor, or a trusted mentor about the situation. You'll find out. I have seen young couples when they come visiting, because I and my husband, we have this responsibility that we do. We have young people who just come and say, this is it, they have this issue. And by the time we finish talking about it, trashing the issue out, the parties, the two of them will be so free and they will let go and they will move on and they will send a message. Thank you for sharing. We share our experience with them. And before you know what is happening, you find out that things are back to normal. You might just need to talk to someone. Express how you feel to somebody. Express it not to another party that you trust and that can also pray along with you. Sometimes you may need to cry. Please cry. If need be, because holding it inside damages you. I have been there before. You see, I had a contract. I don't know whether I have shared this with you people. There was a time I had to talk to someone about an issue. And somebody hurt me so bad that I just couldn't, I didn't even know that I had not let go. I didn't even know that I'm pained. I was talking to the person, talking with them. But you know what? I didn't know that I carried the burden. So a friend of mine just reached out to me. She started this. this profound testing mechanism, okay, functional medicine testing. So she reached out to me. I know about it, and she said, "Oh, this." I said, "Okay." That she wants to run a certain test with me, an emotional. And I saw she went ahead and she ran the emotional test for me. And she just said to me, babe, what's going on? I can see your flag of emotion showing red, 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 red in this particular one. Are you holding on to anything? I said, not really. He said, but this is showing me that you are hot somewhere. And it's showing that there's a pain. My people, I just said, so she's ready to talk. My people, by the time I started talking, I cried for almost 30 to 40 minutes. I am not exaggerating. I cried for almost 30 to 40 minutes. And I spoke to my friend for like 2 hours. I am telling you, if not even more. And I would say, I'm sorry for taking it. I said, no, just talk. That day was the beginning of my turnaround. And can I tell you something? That turnaround was what actually gave me the launch Tabitha Health Awareness. Because at the time when I was done, I'm talking about 3 years ago, at the time when I was done with that session, I felt relieved, I felt the light, and I could hear clearly. And God said to me, I will give you an assignment. And I will give you an assignment that will keep you busy, that will store your energy and your heart too, and to be a blessing to other people. I just said to myself, Lord, I thank you. And that was the speed of light. Pam, 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 pam. Between that time and then April, it was less than 2 months that I had that revelation, and I want to launch Tabitha that same year that I was released. See, releasing is powerful. It's a pointer to your progress. See how many people on Tabitha that I've met, Tabitha community that I've met, even online, over 1,000 people on Instagram, on Telegram, over 500 people. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough conversation? I might not know you. I may not have seen you. I may not have had contact with you or see you physically, but you are part of me already. You can see how God can elevate you when you forgive. And that day, that particular day, then I knew I was really in pain. Because when I remember the issue after that day, I don't feel pain before. When I remember that particular circumstance, when I remember the odds, I will start crying. But since that session, since that day that I had that encounter, I totally let go. I hear about the people, I hear about the person, I smile, I'm genuinely happy for them and for you. So it is time for you to let go. So Matthew 6:14 says, if you forgive those who sins against you, it says that your Father in heaven, your Father who created you and also created your offender, will forgive you your own sins. It might be your turn to be on the receiving end today. Tomorrow, you might be the one offending another person. We all hurt one another. We must have room to what? To forgive one another. You don't heal by holding on. You heal by letting go. Forgiveness is not a gift to the offender. Rather, it is a gift to your body, your mind, and your future. What are you laying down for the future tomorrow? Some laid the foundation and the future of prayers for their generation to come. Some laid the sacrifice of kindness for yet unborn generation. Some lay the foundation of goodness, and their children are reaping them today. What foundation are you laying for your generation to come? What foundation are you laying for your children? How are your children viewing you? What are you saying to your children? What can your children perceive about you that you are not letting go? What are you creating? What are you creating for those children in your family among your healers, among the family? What are you saying to your children? You need to take a new leap, a new turn today. You need to go to make a decision for the sake of my children, for the sake of generation yet unborn. I refuse to sow the seed of bitterness, resentment in this particular, in my life, in my family, in generation, in the life of unborn children. I lay it off. I let go. Some people have created problems. The families do not see eye to eye. Siblings don't see eye to eye just because of unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment. I am hoping that you, as a woman listening to me this evening, or anytime you're listening to me, or anytime you play this message, that you will take this to heart and you will say, I let go completely. Unforgiveness is a silent poison. Forgiveness is a powerful medicine. You cannot heal the body while the heart is wounded. When you are harboring unforgiveness or you are resentful, your heart is on the receiving end. Your heart organ, yes, I'm saying your heart organ is the one on the receiving end. Anything can happen to your heart because you are harboring pain and resentment in your heart. You cannot heal the body while the heart is wounded. Note that, please. Let's take forgiveness. Let's talk about forgiveness and also restoration. I've been there and the Lord brought me out. The Lord gave me a gift afterward. He gave me a gift of this community, the Tabitha Health and Wellness Initiative that we started shortly after the Lord healed me from that pain and from that pain and resentment. And today I'm free. I'm free. I'm set free. The Lord set me free. When I remember the issue, I laugh over it, and because I have moved on by the grace of God. Join us at Tabitha Health and Wellness. This is a community where women will learn a lot of things, things that affect our health. We uncover the missing link to total healing. I trust God that this message will bless you and bless generation to come. Please share this message to all that needs to hear this. Pass it on to them. You will be delivering and saving a lot of lives. Just as we shared it last time on WhatsApp, I received a lot of messages, and then people, the Lord has helped many to be, to come out of that pain. And you too, you can come out of that pain, and that friend can come out of that pain. If you have been able, if you are able to share it, I trust God to also help you to pass it on. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you.